So, Shelley, it's difficult to say how proud it is as a founder to build something and then attract talents and people that love what I love, because I think connection is all about loving the same things, pursuing the same objective. And, it's great to know that you are part of Mint's journey as a member of our advisory board. Can I just ask you, thank you and why?
Well, first of all, I always say when purpose meets passion, you're unstoppable. And your passion, honestly, Andrea, and then, topped off with Lorenzo joining. I mean, it was love at hello, and it was a yes. And you are filling a need in a marketplace as a researcher of 41 years or something like that, and someone that is a tech-enabled researcher. The second you talked about what you're building, it was clear to me, that it is an unmet need and a need that matters more than ever before in the world of media that we live in. And so for me, I was building these models, I'm embarrassed to say, 12 years ago. I think 12 years ago, before we had the tools and the technology. Yeah. And I wanted to just show marketers and your audience as CMOs, the C-suite, not research. Of course, it's data built, but how do you simulate scenarios in media spend before you have to spend it? I come from the old days of market mix modeling where it would take 6 months. You have to build the model, spend all the money, and do the media spend too.
Being blind,
and then find out that, 30% of your media spend was wasted in this, channel of whatever the channel
find
is.
Out, but without the real data connection. So
of course. And then all of a sudden, and so I was building this by hand, trying to show companies where they were wasting money and where they should be putting more. And then all of a sudden, boom, you show up at my front doorstep. I mean, I think I manifested you. And, you're talking about a technology platform that can digitize, automate, and do what I did the long-handed way like that. And there's never been a more important day and age to need this type of analysis early.
When?
You could use it often. You can keep going in for, digital media changes all the time. You can look at the spends in a heartbeat.
In real time.
In real time. I mean, what better platform than Mint is there? And I don't know another company that is doing, I know companies doing something similar, but not with what you're doing with the AI piece attached to it and, measuring, what really matters. And we talk about that.
Creating a whole category that needs to be fulfilled.
People think they're doing it. They think CRM is the solution. They think all the other tools are the solution, but nobody is honing in on the ARM, the advertising, resource piece of what you're doing. And it is, so much money goes into advertising.
Oh, yeah. And it changed life of real people. And talking about AI and real life kind of problems connected to that, you've been advocating and giving a huge support to, something that needs to be achieved, which is to kill the bias on everything is related to the gender. How you think AI and women, and not just women, but also overall sustainability, because it's all about sustainability, can really, AI can help that process.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, AI creates efficiency across the board and takes the data and puts it in so that we can look at the outputs.
Yeah.
But if we don't have representation in,
garbage in, garbage out.
Junk in, junk out. True. And that is why it is so incredibly important to not only have the data that has the representation in everything you do, especially when you consider who the consumer is. 85% of purchase decisions, consumers of advertising, are women. If we are not putting the consciousness towards, the representation inside of the design, inside of the data that goes in, it's not going to be very predictive or relevant on the other side. So I'm a champion, of course, of gender equality to close the gender gap, but not because it's just the right thing to do. It is good for business.
And it's not all about women decision. It's about leadership decision. And I love the first partner kind of concept, if you can.
Oh, no, but it's so true. Like, gender equality is not a female issue. It's a social and economic issue. And let's just say it's a sustainable issue and use the S word, in the way that it needs to be used. But I don't care if you are a male CEO or female CEO or male CMO or female CEO, as long as you are a conscious leader. And, it requires priority, focus, consciousness, choice. And those are not hard things to do. It's all about intentional action for change.
It can be done immediately. Thank you, Shelley.